Minimax is next. The drivers just making their way onto the circuit. Please, everyone, give a round of applause to your Grand Prix finalists in Minimax. Oh. Well, they've done it better before. We'll go and speak to the drivers instead. Water Swift coming out. We'll go and speak to the Minimax driver showing Noah Wolf on pole position. Noah Wolf attempting to do the double once again, of course, this year. But Noah, how's it been so far this weekend?
It's been alright. The junior race didn't go my way. Me and Macaulay came together and he T-boned me and I spun, and because I wasn't going to get back up to win, we decided to give myself as much time as possible to get prepared for this.
You may not be able to do the double, but you're starting pole here in Minimax. You think you can go and do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck. We'll let you get set. Let's go next to Scott Marsh and his brother Sam here. We'll want him to win. I was speaking to him earlier. Scott, British Open champion, so you do know how to go and win these one-off races. You confident you can go one better than you did in the pre-final?
Yeah, I'm confident I can win. It'll just be a close race and hopefully I can get the best of it.
Well, best of luck to you. We'll let you go and get set. Let's keep walking down. Will Murta, also in the LN kart, has been doing a brilliant job. I know your British Championship season has been a little bit tough at times, but you're doing a fantastic job so far this weekend. Inside row 2, you got a great chance from there.
Yeah, this weekend we've been doing really well. We've had good pace all weekend, and hopefully we can do better in the final and hopefully win it.
You confident you can go and get on the podium here?
Of course.
Best of luck. Good. I like the confidence there. We'll keep walking down the grid. Let's speak to, well, Madcock just got a podium there with Gabriel Stilp. Harry Bartle's going to be on row number 2. Row number 2, you just saw Gabriel Stilp there go and get a podium. You think you can go one better?
I can try. Hopefully, yeah.
I can hear you got some support out there. You think you can go and do them proud? I know you've been doing them proud all weekend. There they are, cheering you on. Excited for this? You seem up for it?
Yeah.
Best of luck. Well, best of luck to Harry Bartle. Let's go and speak then to, I think we've got a little bit of time. Let's go down the order a little bit. I want to go and find Luna Fluxa, who's come over from Spain with the Argenti team, number 21. Luna, of course, a Mercedes Junior. How's it been racing over at Kartmasters?
It's been very different to the normal European races, and I'm really looking forward to the final.
How's the standard of racing over here compared to over in Europe?
Obviously it's very competitive and the tracks change a lot from the European, so I really like it.
Do you like the circuit, the bridge and the tunnel? Must be quite cool.
Yeah, the tunnel especially is very nice, and it's very nice going under it in the car, and very excited.
Well, best of luck this weekend. We wish you all the best, Luna Fluxa. And just beside her, I do want to speak to number 77, Sebastian Mins, because Sebastian, 4th in the British Championship. Our top 3 in the British Championship are the top 3 on the grid, not in that order, but Sebastian 4th in the British Championship at the moment. Sebastian, you confident you can go and move forward in this one?
Yeah, very confident.
I know the pre-final may not have gone your way, but long race, you think you can go and make some places?
Easy.
Good luck. Well, that's it. We're going to have to wrap there. We're going to now hand back to our commentary team of Henry Baudet and Anthony Jordan.
Thank you very much, Chris, for those keeping up with the predictions competition in that last race. Well, Chris went for Macaulay Bishop. I went for Gabriel Stilp. And it pains me to say this.
Smug face initiated.
Anthony Jordan went for Brandon Carr. Of the viewers, Joe 22 has 13 points. He's picked Kenzo Craigie, Brandon Carr, and George Edgar so far. He is Joe 22. Sam Cook has got 11 points. He picked Sam picked Kenzo Craigie, George Edgar, and Gabriel Stilp. So they are your viewers leading the prediction competitions. Here is your starting lineup for race number 61.
Noah Wolf and Scott Marsh on that front row. William Murta and Harry Bartle start from row number 2.
Row number 3, Finn Leslie and Owen Neve. Row 4, Hugh Moulton and Liam Hartley.
Harrison Whitcomb and Joe Anderson go from row 5 from Oliver Smith and Joshua Graham on row 6.
Row 7 is Luna Fluxa and Sebastian Mins. Row 8, Brandon Truman and Daniel Amor.
Devon Nolan and Michael Walker go from row 9 from Germany's Timo Jungling and Gabriel Cullen on row 10.
Row number 11, Harry Friel and Oscar Cartmail. Row 12, Daniel Hartley and Joshua Smith.
Aris Miauskis and Ryan Gill on row 13. Alexandra Zingarevich. Oh, God, I know his name. I got it wrong. Charlie Neve on row 14.
Row number 15 is Freddie Housley and Thomas Min-Spearing, David Vishkor and James Sherrington on row 16. Marley Pareo rounds out the field. Now, in this field, Scott Marsh is your current British Championship leader. Second is Noah Wolf. There'll be no double this year for Noah Wolf. Joshua Graham, this is the first half of his double escapades. He is going to be out in Junior Rotax later on. Minimax champions, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Anthony Jordan, they're going to come to the line very shortly.
Yes, it's Alexander Zingarevich. There we go. I can say it. I just stumbled. Here we go then. Into the tram lines we go. Minimax Grand Prix final is go. Great start from Wolf. He gets the jump straight away. Covers off any attack from second place. As they go up the hill, it's still Scott Marsh has gone down now into P3 as William Murtaugh's gone up into P2. Rest of the field slotting through. Whittaker making movers in the background. There, the 73, Harry Bartle, making moves as well, but he's gone down in those moves. Down in towards the hairpin number 1, the 26 gets up into position. Finn Leslie makes some positions as well as everyone dives to the inside for hairpin 1.
The leaders all through the first hairpin very cleanly. Noah Wolf trying to set sail and win a third title in 2 years. Further back there, there's the number 18 card of Owen Neve in about 7th position, but it's 2 Dan Holland racing karts. Scott Marsh and William Murtaugh chasing the Synergy Factory driver of Noah Wolf. Then it is the number 20 Cato Motorsport kart of Finn Leslie, 26 rather, in 4th position. And behind Leslie, it's Harry Bartle and then Hugh Moulton. Then a gap back to Neve and the rest. At the end of lap number 1, Noah Wolf for the number 45 Synergy kart has the race lead. Quick glance here. So this class, the Minimax class, made its Kartmasters debut back in 2003. We've got a change.
Yeah.
Oh, Murtaugh drives Wolf up the banking there. Scott Marsh says thank you very much and goes through now. Murtaugh fighting with Bartle as you come across the line. Very, very quickly, former champions in this class, Adam Christodoulou, Will Stevens, Tom Grice, Billy Albone, who is Harry Bartle's mechanic, Danny Harwood, Jack Barlow, George Russell, Ross Gunn, Philip Rawson, Tom Gamble, Sam Pooley, Cian Jewis, Dexter Patterson, World Junior Champion, Jamie Day, who's here in seniors, Harry Linden and Blake Ticehurst.
We saw a crucial hand gesture there from Finn Leslie as they came down the hill and towards hairpin 1. He said, I'm not going to go for the move. Let's go. And they have. They have opened up a gap already. Still, they have got Harry Bartle close with them, but they have broken away from the main group now, which is being led by Noah Wolf.
And do you know what? I think that the reason why is they all know just how fast Noah Wolf is.
Yeah.
So it's get them. Oh, Devon Nolan gets a warning flag for his troubles. And yeah, I think Noah Wolf, he always been driven at the bank again. Now that's not people contact. That is someone making. That was William Murtaugh making a move on the banking and then just easing Noah Wolf wide.
I think despite that, I think they know why they're doing that is because they know he's quick.
Yeah, it's like can't blame them. Oh, there's a problem there. That is Hugh Moulton there getting sideways and getting caught up there. The number 16 kart of Joe Anderson in the background. Yeah. And here's Harrison once again up the inside of the number 19 Jack Dex racing kart of Liam Hartley. One of the 2 karts suffering a little bit of damage here at the moment, but it is Wolf in the number 45 kart running in 5th position already after just 2 laps. We're going to complete lap number 3 very shortly. Hartley's number 19 Jack Dex kart doesn't look in the best of health, I have to say.
No, so hopefully they can all continue as best as possible. So,
you've got the top 3, then it's such a long gap back to 4th place already. The lead group have done a good job of getting a gap there, and you can see that Leslie is going to try and push away. Bartle is going to hang on for all his...
Timo Youngling.
The 2021 British Honda Cadet champion, Timo Youngling, finished 2nd in the Honda Cadet Grand Prix back in 2020, out of the race.
He's okay. He's up and out of the car and walking back to the pit lane, but as you can imagine, absolutely devastated. Oh, technical flag out for Hartley.
Yeah, I thought there was something amiss with that number 19 kart. And, slippery surface flags at the Fullerton S's. Let's have a look what's going on here.
There's a marshal running.
And are they coming up?
Bit of Desbrez, and it's a nose cone.
Ah, right, it's a nose cone, but a slippery surface flag, meaning that maybe there's oil or water down the circuit. And
I think they also show it if there is debris in the circuit.
Okay, no problems at all. I'm getting, after the crash yesterday, whenever I see a slippery surface flag, I get a little bit
twitchy.
Yes. Under the bridge we go on lap number 5, and Marsh being pushed along by Leslie and Bartle. The gap back to William Murtaugh in 4th place is 1.3 seconds. Then it is Joshua Graham, who's just set the fastest lap for Argenti Motorsport. Now, we spoke about this earlier. Argenti Motorsport was only formed in 2020. That year, they won a GP plate with Morgan Porter. Last year, they won a GP plate with Dan Ginchard. That's 2 wins in 2 years. Can they make it 3 wins out of 3? Well, in this race, Josh Graham is their best bet at the moment. Although Harrison Whitcomb slipped up to 12th position, so yeah. Graham is the best bet, but look at the gap. The gap is 1.3 seconds back to Murtaugh, Graham and Noah Wolf. Then it's Neve, Moulton, Mins, Sebastian Mins. So can Sebastian Mins be the first Belgian to win a GP plate? His mechanic, Stephen Letts, is the last junior TKM driver to ever win a GP plate. The last time the junior TKM class was here in 2012.
Sebastian Mins did put it on pole position on Friday, to the surprise of quite a few people, but not to us, because he's an incredibly quick driver. He's done well in the British Championships, and he's been in the UK for quite a while now, and he's learnt quite a lot from the British paddock. And it's
he's learnt how to make a lunge coming off
he has
the bridge.
Indeed, yes.
There he goes. Does he make the move stick? Yes, he does.
Yeah, nice move there. Nicely done. Oh, and now it's started to heat up at the front here, because I believe that Bartle may have gone for a move on Finn Leslie, because as you can see, they've opened up a slight gap now.
Yeah, didn't quite work there for Harry Bartle. On the back straight, into Bobby Game corner. The top 3, the gap has grown. Joshua Graham has moved into 4th place, but it's at the cost of a couple of tenths of a second. The gap is now 1.5 seconds. Wolf has gone with Graham into P5. Murtaugh down to 6th. Neve, Mins, Oliver Smith, who set the fastest lap of the race last time around for Dan Holland Racing, he is now 9th rather. Harrison Whitcomb rounds out the top 10. Luna Fluxer is up to 12th position. Looking further down, Brandon Truman is in 15th position. Alexander Zingarevich, the Ukrainian driver, from 27th up to 16th place. Now, 30 drivers still running. Marley Pareo didn't start this race. Timo Jungling out, and Liam Hartley, we've seen, have the technical flag.
There is the battle for 4th place on screen, led by Joshua Graham. Now, we're still there in that pack with William Murtaugh just behind. This 3 also now working together as a trio. Now, crucially, 8 minutes to go, plus 1 lap. Is the trio leading this race faster or slower than the trio catching the leaders?
I think one member of the lead trio is faster. The other 2 aren't quite as quick as the drivers you're looking at right now. Those 2 drivers there, the 88 and the 45. I'm not going to tell you which driver lead at the. Okay, I think Scott Marsh has potentially got the pace to stay ahead. Leslie and Bartle, they need to work together. If they don't work together in complete unison, I have a feeling that they could get dropped. But as I say that, though, here, because you can see Noah Wolf just shoving Graham along. William Murtaugh doing a fantastic job in 6th position of staying with him. But you can see Bartle in the number 73. The gap is like 3 or 4 kart lengths opening out. To be fair to Finn Leslie, whose grandparents have been on the live chat, they're watching. Finn Leslie, who moved across from Sam Pollock Racing to Cato Motorsport. Leslie seems to have his nose wedged up Scott Marsh. He's not got his nose wedged up Scott Marsh's rear end at all. He's got his nose going wedged on Scott Marsh's rear bumper. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Good save, Henry. Good save.
Sebastian Mins up at the P7.
Now, crucially,
yes,
that gap has come down.
Yes.
It was 1.9 on your screens. It's 1.6.
Yes, there's Mins in the number 77 kart. You've got the number 38 machine of Oliver Smith and the number 18 of Owen Neve, the Callum Hargrave driver development outfit in 9th. Harrison Whitcomb, the Welshman, rounds out the top 10. But, yeah, and William Murtaugh has managed to get back onto onto terms with the 2 drivers in front of him, the 88 of Graham, the 45 of Wolf. The gap is still 1.6 seconds. We'll wait for the next split time to come around. This lap, they're a tenth quicker. They're a tenth quicker this time around. than the 3 leaders on this lap. Into the Mike Wilson complex, 5.5 minutes to go. 5.5 minutes remaining in the 2022 Minimax Kart Grand Prix.
As a commentator, I never thought I'd get butterflies in my stomach. But I do.
But you could feel the tension. Now Marsh has had... Oh, Charlie Neve gets a 5-second penalty. Scott Marsh has had a quiet Kartmasters so far, and he has put himself in a position right at the correct time. He's the British Open champion, the current British Championship leader, but Finn Leslie is really going for it. Let's have a look. Last year, Finn Leslie finished 9th in the Grand Prix in Mini X30. Marsh, 6th in this event in Minimax 1 year ago. Marsh also finished 3rd in the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals Minimax class in Bahrain last year. Aras Majewskis, last year's Honda GP plate runner-up. Majewskis is down in... Well, where's Aras gone? He's dropped right back.
There's
Here's
just been a change, yes. Yeah,
Noah
Wolf
up into P4. So Aras Majewskis in car 13. He is down in 21st position.
Yeah.
Other drivers, well, Joshua Smith, we saw him set the fast lap earlier. He was 6th in this event a year ago as a Honda driver. Owen Neve, 3rd in this event a year ago as a Honda driver. So Finn Leslie, 8th in the British Championship standings at the moment, is the number 26 kart of Finn Leslie, but driving a lot better than that here. The gap, 1.4 seconds. It is coming down. It's not coming down quite quickly enough. However, with 3 karts at the front, you can guarantee that at some point they're going to start battling. Oh no, there's the number 47 kart, David Wischko, the privateer driver from Poland, out of the race.
Yeah, that is a shame. That is a shame. Now, just want to cast your mind back to quite literally a few seconds ago. We were watching our leaders going to hairpin 1.
Yep.
Finn Leslie under braking. As he pressed the brake, did you see the twitch of the steering wheel under braking? That kart's not very settled.
No, it's not, and it means that he was maybe caught out a fraction by Scott Marsh's braking, so he had to press the brake pedal a little bit harder than he would normally, and that sort of set the back end of being a little bit skittish. We'll watch again this time around. Out onto the banking, Marsh isn't pulling away. Bartle has actually closed back in, and now can Bartle give Leslie a bit of a run down the hill? Let's see Finn Leslie's kart under braking coming into this corner. Does the back end step out? Oh, we miss it, sorry. Wolf, Graham and Murtagh are the next 3. Still no one making a move.
Yeah.
After all the spectacular racing, this is tactical, this is smart, and there goes Murtagh. Murtagh passes Graham for 5th place.
It just shows that they've been listening to the commentary, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Because they were listening.
Absolutely.
You know, we were talking about those Miami Cadet races and the Honda Cadet race and talking about, you know, drivers, you need to work together in this stage to pull that gap. And that's exactly what they're starting to do now.
This is 3 minutes to go. Marsh continues to lead out of the final corner in front of the grandstand. The British Open champion, Scott Marsh, looks over his shoulder, and now the gap is 5 kart lengths, but look how much Leslie's going to close up onto the banking, out onto Tyrone banking. Bartle, all about making a move there. Harry Bartle's got to get on the rear bumper of Finn Leslie's kart coming down this hill because Marsh is starting to ease away. Marsh, not under pressure. The gap there is still 2 or 3 kart lengths. But I tell you what, behind these 3, you've got Sebastian Mins, Oliver Smith, Owen Neve, Harrison Whitcomb, and Joe Anderson all closing in.
Yeah, it's all going to start to concertina up. We are getting to the latter stages of this race, ladies and gentlemen.
Hour.
Yes, it is indeed. If you've thought this has been quite a tame race, you are correct. But trust me, it's about to heat up as we go into the closing stages.
Into the Mike Wilson complex we go. Wolf in 4th, Murtagh 5th, Graham 6th. Mins closing on all of them in 7th. There's that very unique driving style from Sebastian Mins, the number 77 kart. Then with the white nose cone, Oliver Smith for the Dan Holland racing team. They cross the line. This is the chasing pack. The leaders are out onto the banking, and still Scott Marsh has got that 3 kart length advantage. Bartle's got a really good run. That number 73 kart in 3rd place. It's handling really well on the banking. He can keep it to the inside without losing any momentum. But he's got to get onto the rear bumper of Leslie and push Leslie up to Marsh.
It's at this stage where commentating on the British Kart Championships, you would see stages like this, and you would see heats like this, and you would think, nothing's going to happen. They just want the points. They're going to go to the end.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. This is a one-off.
Out to the Fullerton S's. The gap has grown back up to 1.8 seconds. Wolf, Murtagh and Graham chopping and changing positions. That is slowing each other down. They're now, their chances are all down to how much these three battle. Leslie looks Marsh looks over his shoulder. Sees Leslie's closer this lap.
He is.
Finn Leslie's closer. Is he going to make a move 30 seconds ago? Now Marsh begins to defend. Now Leslie round the outside. What a beautiful move for Finn Leslie to take the lead on the outside of the banking.
Leslie had great momentum there, and he carried that momentum. He didn't follow Marsh. He just went for the move round the outside. Marsh now goes to the inside into hairpin number 1. He's not close enough for the attack, but I think it was more to cover off the attack from Harry Bartle. Now into hairpin number 2. Scott Marsh makes the lunge, and he gets it done, and Bartle follows through as well. So Leslie now down into P2, and can he hold on to P2? He can't. He goes down to P3. Bartle into P2 now. Timer strike 0. Last lap boards out this time. Marsh still leads as they head into the Mike Wilson complex for the penultimate time.
Harry Bartle's mechanic, Billy Albone, won this race in this class in 2007. He knows how to get it done behind the wheel. Does he know how to get it done from the grandstand? He will have spoken to Harry, he will have coached him, he would have drilled into him what he needs to do. Now, Harry, is your chance to try and put that into practice, but you've got a British Open champion to beat. Marsh on to the banking. Scott Marsh trying to do what his older brother Sam couldn't and win a GP plate. Marsh looks over his shoulder. Bartle is there. Now Finn Leslie squeezes out wide. He's going to try the undercut. Watch for Finn Leslie getting the undercut coming out of this next corner. The rest of them are closing in, but they're going to run out of time. Now, Leslie to the inside. No, Marsh defends. Leslie and Bartle follow him in, but it's through the Fullerton S's. The final time, it's Marsh, Bartle, and here comes Leslie to the inside one more time.
Yeah, Leslie's got the move done on Bartle and has moved up into P2. Marsh can cover the inside line here, but he goes wide on the exit, and Finn Leslie comes through. Finn Leslie, the 26, has made the move done, and the driver in the 26 for Kato Motorsport out of the final corner. He's going to chase him to the line, and he's done it. Finn Leslie on the line has taken it for Kato Motorsports. He wins the 2022 GP plate from Scott Marsh. Harry Bartle crosses to take P3, but that was one of the closest finishes I've seen in a long time. From first place all the way down to, well, let's go all the way down to about 10th place. 2.8 seconds covered the top 8.
Seconds covering the top 7. That was great. So Finn Leslie wins for Kato Motorsport. Well, Kato Adams was one of the first Kartmasters champions, and it's been a while. So Kato Motorsport, they guided Luke Watts to Junior X30 glory last year. They've now done it in Minimax this year with Finn Leslie. Scott Marsh has to make do with second there. Harry Bartle for the Crop Promotions team finishes in 3rd place, and I can just see in the right-hand side there, Billy Albone with his arm around one of the Crop Promotions. I think they're going to be disappointed, but they should be very, very proud. That young man, Harry Bartle, did a fantastic, and of course, Harry Bartle came out of the Daniel Ricciardo series, so he's really an inexperienced driver at this level compared to some of the others. Noah Wolf finishes 4th, Sebastian Mins is 5th, Will Murtagh is 6th, Joshua Graham is 7th, then Oliver Smith, Harrison Whitcomb and Joe Anderson round out the top 10. Behind the top 10, it was Owen Neve, Devon Nolan, Brandon Truman. There is a hug there, but it's his Freddie Housley, his old Sam Pollock Racing teammate there, congratulating Finn Leslie. Michael Walker, Thomas Mintz-Beering, Daniel Amore, Gabriel Cullen, Aaron Mieskis, then James Sherrington, Joshua Smith, Alexander Zingarevich, followed by Ryan Gill, Oscar Cartmail, Harry Friel, Luna Fluxer fell back to 27th, Charlie Neve, Daniel Hartley, and Liam Hartley, with David Vishaw, Timo Youngling, and Marley Pereiro fading to finish.
Oh, just hearing the words there, of course. Finn Leslie for the code.
Hang on.
Go on.
You hit me off, Scott. You missed the break.
Well, disagreements there.
Yeah,
I suspect this might not be over.
The camera angle that we had didn't help there. Obviously, Scott Marsh went in there, and then you see Scott Marsh running wide. Scott Marsh contending that maybe he had assistance in running wide, and Finn Leslie saying, well, you missed the break. So, we obviously, we commentate on what we see. We're not officials of the meeting. And, yeah, that's what happens when, you know, raw emotion, adrenaline, and... You're saying to Finn, Scott and Harry, stay in your carts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Leslie will come out onto the thing. There's Billy Albo giving Harry Bartle a big hug, and why not as well?
Yeah, why not?
So, out onto the circuit. Your provisional top 3 in Minimax. It's Finn Leslie, it's Scott Marsh, and it's Harry Bartle. Chris McCarthy will be waiting, but there's going to be a mix of raw emotions. And that is what makes Kartmasters so special. Over to you, Chris Marthy, down on the grid.
What a fantastic race. Thank you very much, Henry and DJ. Here come the top 3. Your winner, number 26, Finn Leslie. We'll let him get his crash helmet off, finishing in 2nd place. A fantastic drive there. The O-plate, Scott Marsh. Well done to him. And also finishing in 3rd place, number 73, Harry Bartle. A fantastic race from all 3 of them. We'll speak to Finn Leslie. They're getting 2 GP plates for Kato Motorsport, back-to-back for them. Finn, fantastic race there. Talk us through the last couple of laps.
Well, we were pushing away the whole race. We didn't want it to become a big fight. And then he started defending with like 2 minutes, 3 laps to go. I drove around the outside over the bridge, but then didn't defend there. And then they both defended into the S, and I got the switch back on Harry. And then Scott ran wide down the bottom, and I just went through.
How does it feel? How did it feel to get into the lead and come across the line as winner?
It just felt amazing.
How does it feel to be GP plate winner? Has it sunk in yet?
Not yet, but it probably will.
Who would you like to thank?
Kato Motorsport, KR Racing Engines, and all my white family for coming to support me.
Congratulations. Please give it up for your winner, Finn Leslie in Minimax. Back-to-back wins for Kato as well. 2-time winner himself, of course. Let's go and speak to 2nd place. I know he's going to be hugely disappointed, Scott Marsh. Scott, I know you might not want to chat too much. Just a couple of words from you, though. I know you're very disappointed, but a podium's still a brilliant result.
Yeah, it was a good result. It's just a bit annoying. I should have won that race when you decided to drive unfairly.
You know, of course, these things happen, but anyone you'd like to thank for the results?
I'd like to thank Dan Holland Racing, Time Racing Engines, my brother for helping me throughout the weekend, and my parents and all my family at home supporting me, and my mechanic Liam.
I'm sure everyone can agree you've driven a fantastic weekend. Well done. Scott Marsh, 2nd place. Please give it up for Scott Marsh there. Fantastic weekend for him. I know Sam will be proud. Let's speak to Harry Bartle. Another Croc Promotions car on the podium. It's turned into a pretty good weekend, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Great. No words.
A bit lost for words then.
Yeah.
Talk us through the race. When was the moment you thought you could get on the podium? Because it all kicked off right towards the end there, didn't it?
I think Will went for a move and it all went like pear shapes, and us 3 got out in front and had a massive gap. So we was pushed away until the end, and then Finn got past right at the end, and I settled for 3rd.
How much have you enjoyed this weekend overall? It's been a brilliant experience.
Yeah, it's great.
You think you can come back and do it again and maybe go a couple better?
I can, yeah, yeah.
But it's been a brilliant weekend for the team as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been very fast.
And still some races to go. I know you got a lot of support there. I'm sure there's a lot of people you'd like to thank.
Croc Motion, Billy Albone, Time Racing Engines, all my family and people who come to support me. My dog Rodney, yeah. Yeah, and Stu.
A former winner himself, of course, as well, Billy Albone. Please give it up for third place, Harry Bartle. Well done to him in the number 73. Huge round of applause, please. Billy Albone, a former winner in this class as well, I believe, as well. So a well done to him. That has been Rotax Mini Max. We're going to wrap it up there for this class. Next, we're going to move on to our guest class. Don't go anywhere. Water Swift is coming up next.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in Mini Max, finishing in third place, representing Crop Promotions in what is still his first full season of Rotax racing after starting his career in the DRS series. A fantastic achievement for Harry Bartle and Rodney the dog. And finishing in second position, he's the current British Championship leader and O-Plate champion. Put your hands together for Scott Marsh. Well done, well done, well done. But your 2022 Mini Max Grand Prix winner, representing Kato Motorsport, is Finn Leslie. Who has magically morphed into Oscar Cartmail for some reason. Oh, that's just the race suit. So, the prizes being handed out, the trophies for Trent Valley Kart Club Chairman Nigel Edward. There's a Wasp Ball 3 on the podium. So again, congratulations to Finn Leslie and the Kato Motorsport team. Where is Kato? Oh, I can see Kato. It's been about 150 years since you won a Grand Prix plate, yes? Oh no, 2 years. Was it 2 years or 1 year? Like, oh, 1 year. Okay, congratulations. Kato, double Kartmasters champion, and now he's guided one of his drivers to Kartmasters glory the second time in 2 years. He did it last year with Luke Watts, this year with Finn Leslie. Old man knows something. So there is your official photograph complete. And now we can get underway with the fizzy stuff. Scott Marsh doesn't want to get his race suit soaking, so he has got the right idea. Here we go, Finn Leslie. No, hang on, away from the eyes. Don't smash it on the ground, Mr. Bartle. No, up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. Away from, it'll go. That's the hammer, oh gosh. Hey! Thumb over the edge, crack on. He's found Gabriel still. Well done. Congratulations, we're going to try and stay on the podium to spray the champagne. You can take your trophy and your GP, but yes you can, it's yours. Well done, your Mini Max Grand Prix winner, Finn Leslie.